with a mental with her bipolar, unbold, bipolar.
Oh hey, there isn't apparently really many people here, probably waiting for Side Order to drop, but that's fine. Gonna be doing a little bit of just some basic kind of posing this time and just trying out some stuff, but actually, yeah. Oh hey, how you all doing tonight? Also tell me if the music is too loud. Not me having to restart and do some tech issue resolving just before this, so. Graphic design? Have you been doing that for long? Oh yeah, for sure. Wait, I don't want... I don't want these and I don't want these, and quite frankly I just want the naked view instead. See if this still crashes. Oh wow, it didn't crash. Well, that's good. Just turn up the UI a little bit and there. Even maybe even be as wild as just hiding. Wait. Did I put the... There's the eyes. I don't want the... That and there. Yeah, I managed to finally fix. There was an issue with since I have an external audio interface. There was an issue with every time I would start this rendered view, it would shift the audio like with a second or something, and when you do that enough times you get really annoying audio issues, like audio being delayed like 10 or 15 seconds, and turned out it was the NVIDIA HD audio drivers that I've never even used, so but that was a fun way, or like it wasn't that bad to try to debug, but kind of annoying just to try for this kind of wait, go away, bracelet. To tilt it a little bit also. I don't need those, and I don't need the facial controls, and don't need the tweaking. Yeah, that's pretty much. There. Just gonna speed run this a little bit right now, but thought about maybe I'd do some of this rather earlier, because I have to get up like at 8 or something tomorrow to get my booster shot, and I know I'm going to be a little bit comatose after that, so wait, I actually want those, and Oh yeah, also if anybody of you has like Blender related questions or whatever, then just shoot away, because I found it's much easier to maybe demonstrate something, like if you have something that you're wondering about how things work. No, that's not really what I wanted. Let's see if... like that, and then we'll move this over here and we want a little bit of this kind of thing going on. This is just winging it at the moment, but we'll see how Oh, that's really cool. If you got like got an offer at a position. Was it a good one, or was it kind of like meh, or? Oh yeah, that sounds like a good plan, like getting higher priority things in check at first. Actually having kind of time off between work at the moment, so it's I still have, let's see, I still have at least like almost 3 weeks of time off, because oh yeah, would that job be like an upgrade for you, or is like the place you're currently at, is it one that you actively want to just get out of? Wait, where's my English keyboard? I've gotten too used to, like, I use the Finnish keyboard sometimes, but mostly I use the English keyboard, and I keep switching between them, and it's always the wrong one when I need hotkeys. Where's my camera? There. Oh yeah, like startups are like I think it can be kind of like a hit or miss kind of thing. Like just it depends so much on the people there, but like more often than not, it's just like people are usually doing something they want to do, or at least like that's my experience with it. Let's see. Yeah, like if you can go work at a startup and like if it's something that suits you, then like it's worth at least trying out, because no, not really. I haven't really heard about that. Kind of, I don't know why, but wait, no. Actually, see if I can make this work a little bit. There's actually a startup that I worked in Norway actually who world demo sceners, basically like the entire company, and it was really interesting and like different from what I had been used to. Like I've just mostly worked at like larger, not corporations, but like currently working at IBM, and it's kind of kind of bigger than like a 20-person startup. But I really enjoyed my time there. It was really like a lot of fun, even though a little bit stressful, but still worth it. There. See if I can. That's fine-ish, I think. I'm just gonna have to do a little bit. Maybe I need to slap that another GPU in my machine and see if well, it's not slow yet, but well, you can never have too much of that. Wait, there's the pinky finger. There, let me try that out. Works quite... no. Wait, not like that. Actually, I was just thinking about making a few poses, but idea strikes. Let me see if I can see if I can just hide all that unnecessary stuff. Let's see if I have some clouds that I can slap on here, because wait, that might actually need my timeline. Where is it? There. There. It's a sequence, and it has 100 frames. Don't want any clipping distance, at least like that. Thank you. Set origin to where can I wireframe points. Detail fine. There. Just want some, or maybe this isn't actually. Let me actually add a. I thought it was a cloud, but it wasn't. It was an explosion. I'll just have. Yeah, there's much better. Like if you're not familiar with OpenVDB, it's basically an asset format for volumetric stuff. Like, for instance, in this case, it's a cloud, but you can make all sorts of, like, you can have explosions or like anything that can be used as volumetrics is something that that you can use with this. See actually if but at first it'll wait. I need put off the alpha channel and hide everything, because by default they look kinda black. So let's adjust the density a little bit from there, and we change the scattering color a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. Oh yeah, like this preset things is usually like they're really good. I've started noticing that at least in Blender it's like usually I like the skybox here is basically just the default skybox by the renderer itself, which is it's pretty good actually. Like the amount of choice you have with it is it's like it's pretty good, but leaves some things that I kind of would want. Let's see, I'll just add another one. Remember which is which because these names are this is in these nodes might look a little bit different because I'm using Octane Render, which has its own set of nodes. So the sad thing is that, well, it's not gonna work with like they're kind of the same, but not the same when compared to compared to what you normally use in Blender, like Eevee or cycles. But like the default surface material that Octane has is kind of like this one is kind of overwhelming at first because it has like a ton of stuff, but it's one of the best like basic materials I think that I've that I've tried. I think I need this. Like probably one of the most confusing things when, or at least for me personally, when starting out with volumetric stuff is like some of the parameters in there, because you can kind of like have this see. For instance, like they're just uniformly thick, the clouds, but then you have like a phase control that allows you to change how the light scattering is working, and it's kind of with different names every time, and it's it can be a little bit overwhelming. Here, maybe this might be, did it have the autofocus on? Yes. Yes, it did. take that. Oops, no, not that much. So I don't want any of that chromatic aberration stuff here. We don't do that. Oh, hi Hydra, how you doing? Hope today's been treating you well, and I think we're all united in waiting for side order. I don't know which one I'm more excited of, like getting side order or getting the models. Do I want that? I need this, and then we can just ditch the resolution for a bit because we ain't needing that. And I just wanted to have something like roguelite kind of game to play, but I've kind of played through a couple of like to exhaustion, and I don't want to start like a new one just yet. So this is just perfect, perfect way to spend some of the time. There, I think I'll add some more of this. Wait, no, not that one. Just trying to remember which of these is. Then I just want this to show me the points of it, so I can make it look nice and pretty instead of black. I don't want black clouds here. Also, I used quite a lot of these VDB clouds in that render I did some while ago. I think it's easier to use than most of these like skyboxes or such. Well, maybe this can be good for an accidental piece at least. Oops. Toggle that off and this. I kind of want to play around more with the eyes at least, because without making her looking super angry. There. Let's see. That might actually work. That, and then I should really add a driver for these so I don't have to be poking them by hand, but that's fine for now. Let me. Oh, don't become red, please. Sometimes with the subsurface scattering stuff, the results can be a little bit silly. Because it's a kind of fine balance between how much of either the skin is visible or the layer below the skin that kind of causes that red kind of tint to it. So I'm not actually sure about this skin tone that much. No. Looks a little bit too reddish, to be honest, but although, to be fair, there's the sunset light as well that's kind of yellowish. Yeah, I think I'll just take this, hide these fellas, and just want to save this for now. It's the date today. There. There, and then I'll just save the hair pose as well, because that needs its own thing. There. No, I don't want to close Blender, thank you. Yeah, that's good. Let me just check out where the asset browser is. Yeah, there's the hair. Yeah. Okay, so then I can just nuke that and nuke this and start something new. I think actually I'm gonna have a look at some in-game poses instead, because that's always something fun as well. Kind of been thinking about porting over like some poses from Splatoon 2, to be honest. Come on, this is kind of there. I need the let's see, where's my Blender? I kind of want maybe some Octoling poses at the moment. Just trying to bring up the Switch toolbox here, so in case you're wondering what I'm doing. There you go. And I'm just gonna look at some of these. There's the clothing change one, which I think... Oh, or was it the male Octoling one? Maybe. Because some of the shop animations are pretty nice, I think. Yeah, that's kind of bossy enough. I want to try to do that. There, enable simplify back. Just hide everything else. I feel like especially Octolings, like how their hips are positioned is just absolutely perfect. They're so sassy. We don't need any of that symmetry yet. That. Some twist to those hips, like that. Because quite literally their pose is really like leaning backwards, like they have the most heaviest like rib cage almost. Yeah, like the especially if you have a Switch toolbox and you can look at the in-game poses, like rotating them around, they're really great for just trying to copy those and trying to see how, like, what makes them work, because often when you try to make them, it feels like, oh, it's missing something, and then if you do like these really quick tests, like when you get more used to Blender and just spend like 15 minutes or something, and you start getting more used into like, okay, I want the rib cage to be positioned like this, and I want the feet and hips and that sort of stuff. Like it's sort of like you're doing like a really rough sketch in a way. Also, if you by default in Blender, like how I'm switching between these views is basically front view is numpad 1 and side view is numpad 3 and 7 is from the top, and then if you want the other side it's just control and the same key. Kind of want to look at how the hands are positioned and how the fingers are. I'll just turn that off for now, and then center on the hand. So their thumb is kind of rotated like, wait, no, not like that. Like that, and then have this normal finger thing going on that a lot of the poses have this staggered. And Octolings often they have their like index and middle finger kind of leaning into each other, sort of like this Spock salute thing going on. Wait, I need the pinky as well, and maybe I want to copy that over to the other side as well, because it's kind of the same. It's a little bit more the fingers are a little bit more closer to a fist, and here they're even more like that. Oh yeah, that starts to look a little bit better. I need this torso back, and their shoulders are kind of upright in a way, not like entirely up in their ears, but wait, oh yeah, that's starting to look a little bit more like that. Oh yeah, the scaling of the fingers, if you scale it on their length, it's the y-axis, then it makes them curve, so you don't have to rotate the tweak bones, these green rings on them. and they kind of have this kind of thing going on. I just want to give those like puffy, smug cheeks because they just work so well for this kind of stuff. Let's get that smug, condescending aura in. Yeah, the body is a little bit... It's not curved enough. I think like probably need more of this, these hips to move, and then take the legs and still kind of need to get the eye angles right, because sometimes they either look a little bit cross-eyed or like they're too angled too wide from each other. Oh yeah, and render regions are your friend, basically. So that you don't have to render like the entire image all the time, and you can just concentrate on one if you're using cycles or something like that. Just put on the transparent background like that. And that might actually be pretty good. Now I'll just have to there. Octane is a little bit silly sometimes with the way it has to work because of Blender, and it forgets that, hey, this pose has updated, and you kind of have to do a little bit something about that. But like it's not really a big issue because you can just toggle pose mode on and off, and that fixes it. Oh yeah, that's kind of on par with oh yeah, I need to save that. Save it, and I'll save the hairs pose as well. Let's see. this. Oh shit, I need to fix. I don't want this kind of clipping actually. Or not too much at least. That hand was actually a little bit further back. Like the shoulder was a little bit more rotated. Where's my full resolution? Okay, I don't need those open, I don't need those, and that looks pretty nice actually. Let's see if maybe I'll actually try to make something with this as well. This, and I'll just keep abusing my HDRs for now. The eye still there. Oh wait, she has the eyes, yeah. Like I swear, like the HDRs through Octane look so damn good. I don't know why. Because oftentimes I think like when I use cycles, it feels like cycles kind of clamps light or something. Like, I don't know how to explain, but you can't get like things bright enough with it in a way. Let it be like that. No, I don't want this super condescending one, at least. No, I think that's actually good. Yeah, no, I don't think like do you mean like the in-game skyboxes in Splatoon with HDR eyes? Out of pose mode and back into my yeah, I mean like HDR eyes, like in Blender at least, like they work they were they work the same with Octane and Cycles, but there's like some part of like how Octane does things with light that kind of just makes it really somehow pop out, and it's bugging me a lot because like I want to have like this really nice like lighting that has like these really bright spots, but somehow they always like end up not really looking as nice with Cycles. There, and if I go to see, where did I put my HDR probes? I'll need to try something out. But let me actually hide the switch toolbox window because I just realized it's it's in front of everything again. Oops, sorry about that. Oh yeah, that looks much nicer. So then I'll just oh yeah, that looks much better. But I wonder if add another one still. I think I need to, where's my spherical projection there? There. And transformation, so we can rotate it. Oh. Oh! Oh yeah, that's one of those things where it kind of forgets, oh wait, something's updated. Let me update my own stuff. No, that actually this one looked kind of nice. If I'll just basically just two, because I really like the reflection in the eyes here. But oh yeah, that looks pretty pretty good. Let me actually try something out still. If I enable these. Oh yeah, that actually. I'll rotate this a little bit more. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks kinda nice. Well, I think what I'll do here is, wait, what just happened here? Yeah, it's not the color profile actually, because I'm using the same color profile here as Cycles does, but I don't know if whether it's an issue of the color space or the view transform is being applied at what stage, because one of the things like getting out an EXR with like, it looks like some of the values are clamped a little bit too low. Because I'm currently using I'm using AGX, which is the same that's in Blender by default also now, but it just has like the tone mapping capability to a point, but Cycles has this kind of clamping thing going on that's in like glass and roughness maps and really bright lights. I have like a few examples of it that I can't remember where I put them, but there's like a couple of places where it kind of jumps up. Wait, did I have these lights here already? Oh yeah, I did. I'll just have to add like a rim light to it and yeah, like that actually. Actually, I can try out with no, not that one. This one. Almost. I kind of want this reflection to be visible in both eyes. A little bit like that, yeah. Wonder how this works. Oh yeah, that might work pretty nicely. Yeah, I think I'll use that, and I'll actually save this one as well. Yeah, there's everything. Just have that just in case. No, I don't want a new action for it. There, then we'll just clear this again. And kind of want to find that one really really good pose that was in. It was one of the Octolings. Oh, now I remember. It was chop away the head there. Yeah, basically this is such a damn good pose that I want. So let's I'll just hide these away. We ain't needing those. I'll just exclude these from. I mean, I'm basically doing the color correction myself. I'm like, we actually don't really like need the log color space as is, because you can just have it raw instead and then apply the color space you need in post, which is kind of what I usually end up doing. But Blender does have scopes. It's had like since 3 point something at least, because I accidentally ended up getting those up in the render view when I still was kind of didn't know how to even Blender, because it's like in this like, yeah, it has it's got the scopes there, yeah. But yeah, it's probably like an issue with cycles a little bit, because like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's sort of like a kind of no, no, forgot like the issue, but yeah, kind of like that's something I've usually had like only with regards to doing stuff in cycles, but I haven't done that much, so it's still something I'm kind of looking into and how it works. Oh, hi Velle. We were talking about your favorite subject, color spaces. Would you like to join? I don't know. I haven't worked with video in a while, so I can't really say anything or the other than just to piss people off, because because people are too attached to technology. I just use AVI for everything, and QuickTime is the best, and Real Player was the real OG. What, don't you like color spaces? It's easy, really easy if you like magic. Yeah, it's been a good while since I've worked with video of any kind, so I don't know, 32-bit is just fine. Like, I don't work with other people, so I can just go overkill, like space is cheap. And I kind of, usually depending on where I'm editing things, I might just use like TIFF for my stuff, like anything that allows me to have like scene referred color. Like I'm not really that picky with that stuff, but like I just don't want much of the color space or the color transforms like baked into the image. Yeah, that might probably be. I know I've usually ended up using with Octane and my usual workflow with photography, because it kind of works pretty good. Let me where did I put it? God, this kind of turned out really like really sassy looking. I love it. I maybe want some I want a little bit of those cheeks again, because I love it. Especially with this kind of really, like the Octoling sassiness especially is just mwah. There's the cursed frame again. Just gonna do something really basic with this, and Maybe I want that a little bit. So I've been just lately binging a ton of Demoscene content, which is basically what the music is from, because there's been like a couple of years of gap in that for me, but it's always a fun thing to return to. Actually, where did I think I should... There! I always keep forgetting that I don't want the Switch toolbox to be visible all the time. Maybe even want something to go with the face like that, and if I'll Oh yeah, that was actually one of the things I was thinking about. I need to try out was the wiggle add-on to Rigify. I kept forgetting. Thank you for reminding me, because I had like literally today looked at it. Let me actually see if I actually this ended up being a really nice one, I feel. I think I'm gonna just gonna YOLO this a little bit. Let me hang on a minute. I'm gonna go and see if there was any nice HDRs I would try out. Wait, no, not there. I love the Octoling poses so much, because they're so, I don't know what a nice word would be, like sassy, confident, like it's one of those things that just fits them so well. Let's see. Well, there's... Oh, right, I might have to sign in. Of course, right now, like, all of my two-factor authentication things have expired, so now I have to log into, like, everything at once. See. There. I want those. I want those there, thank you. And I think it's actually partly like I had to reboot just before this, and then like my password manager is not logged in, and all those things put together. I wonder if there's, let's see, okay, there might be a couple of good silly ones. As soon as I just where did I put my assets? Light probes. There. I'll just wait, did I just accidentally delete? Oh wait, no. Basically, those are fine, I guess, but oh, hello. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. At some point I need to tie in the eye controls to the rig as well, but it works good enough for now, so that's fine. Oh, I forgot I had the volumetrics here. That could work. Already had that one. I'm going to try not to sit just browsing these around, but it's maybe I should use the Blender built-ins and see how that looks. Oh yeah. Just have this, yoink. Just maybe that's fine. See how that looks. Oh yeah, that'll do just fine. Save this one as well. I think I'm just gonna do like one more of these and then I'll have to fuck off because I have to get up like at 8 AM to, or no, not 8 AM, I have to be somewhere at 8 AM and on the other side of the city, so that's always a fun time. But let's see. Want these. There, and probably have to update this add-on of mine at some point to support more of the workflow that I have with Octane, because a lot of it is just based on what I've been doing in cycles, like the rendering pixel size is one, which is that I usually end up changing a lot in cycles as well as Octane, and I just haven't changed that to work with Octane. Like, it's not a big change, I just have to do it. Also, oh my god, the Octoling amiibo talking pose. Jesus, I need that. I need to wait, where did I put my obs? This one, which is like whoever made these poses should like be handed a medal, because they were just serving. Like, what is this? This is so great. I love it. Like that inwards turned knee, and It's like somebody woke up that morning and decided today I'm gonna serve. Like, what is that, like, what's what's center of gravity even? I don't know, but quite frankly, I don't care. Oh yeah, like I sometimes have been playing around with the idea that probably whoever was in charge of making the character models was like, or who was the art director was like, oh yeah, we need like this, find me like this Greek marble sculpting artist that, you know, no, we need. Like they had to go hard as hell. Some like even though I know like this is meant for the Octobrush pose, this kind of why it's so tilted backwards as well. Why there's like that line going on from the chest all the way to the knee, and let's see. Poor thing, she's looking like she's falling over. Head too full of thoughts, can't contain it. What if I actually just took this and where did they go? Let's see. Print file. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's go. It's not tilted enough. Like, oh my, how much like oh yeah, they have like never skip leg day, but for knees. Oh yeah, like I've been joking like soon I'll get to I'll get to celebrate like my YouTube account's 18th birthday with all the very I don't know, like kind of words to describe the things I've done throughout the years. Yeah. I don't know if it's like when I registered it. It was like back in my day when Google Videos was still competing with YouTube, and this was, I think I registered it like in 2005 or 6. The real OGs remember trying to download your favorite anime clips in like 160 by 120 resolution in real media, and then enjoying it for some reason. I don't know, like I haven't done really rigging that much. I've mostly been using, this is just like the base Rigify rig, but like, or did you mean like with, like getting better at posing or something like that? But yeah, this rig is actually kind of like the oh yeah, that name rings a bell, because I've kind of been, at least like personally, I've been wanting to get like start making like just making like a custom rig, just so I know kind of like, okay, this is how it works, because it's one of those things that I kind of don't like about using Rigify's. Like I know it's doable, I just haven't done that, and it's kind of like using a tool without kind of understanding the problem it like solves for you. Like, how would you make it manually? Yeah, and I mean, like Teenage Apple's rigs are really good. Like they're basically identical, because it's the where is it? It's basically this this meta rig that basically creates the actual rig itself that you use. And but I like the way you can configure this these meta rigs is kind of like it's a really neat idea that, like, if you need to animate something or do that kind of stuff, it's great. But like then if you want to use that in something like Unity or something, then it's like, yeah, like one of the things I ended up doing with my own rig is adding these two bones, because they're like the ones that control the cheeks. Basically, like if I just isolate this and it's basically like these bones here that control like this, because really love that aspect of the in-game models, that you have these puffy cheeks in them. And it's a little bit hacky how I got the sharp corners here. Like if I subdivide it, it's still like that, and you can probably have a guess how it does it, and that's I just make a crease there, and did like because I use corrective smoothing, I just put these vertices for the creases. I just made a vertex group for them that excludes them from being used in the corrective smoothing, like there, for instance. Like they have this kind of emo makeup thing going on, because without it, it's like if you use this and let's see if I there, and I just remove the no smoothing from here, it kind of evens them out a little bit. And like the corrective smoothing is basically kind of like when you're deforming the mesh, it kind of prevents, like tries to preserve the model's volume as much as possible. Oh yeah, there's a lot of like silliness, especially like if you use models resources files, or like those from the game, and you use it with Eevee, and sometimes it depending on the model, it ends up importing the materials with alpha blend on, and you get this weird backface thing going on, and it looks really weird. Like it screwed me over so much when I was learning Blender, like that alpha blend issue, when like I had no idea what was causing it. I'll definitely have to check the jiggle bones out, because I don't like posing the hair manually, and like I read about it this morning and I was like, hey, this sounds like something I could use, and yeah, that backwards rendering in Eevee is just like the material being set to like using alpha blend instead of hang on, which is like found in the viewport display settings, and it uses like alpha blend, and that like that's for some things, but I feel like it's oh yeah, that's true. And I think at some point I had like a script that just yeeted those out or something like that. Yeah, maybe like yeah, and I wasn't Eevee also originally kind of like, yeah, this is a nod towards Pokemon, like because it was, I think, part of by Epic, like from Unreal Engine, that they started doing Eevee. I'm a little bit rusty on my Blender lore. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know like that it's like an abbreviation of something. Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense though. Oh yeah, like it definitely sounds like a backronym. Mm. Ah, no, it's this is just the Cappy model. I don't have PP at the moment here, so. And wait, let me just do like this. Actually, this kind of want to. Let me. Kind of want those. So let me do a thing. I need my. Where's my there? Let me edit this playlist. There. Oh yeah, WAD files were almost those were the shit. I think it's really interesting to see how real-time or like how rendering graphics has gone, because I watched a talk by Carmack from 2012 and he was talking a bit about path tracing, which was pretty new at the time, and talked about Brigade, which is essentially what the I think it's the dev branch of Octane. But yeah, like WAD files were really cool in the sense that you could make your like own levels with custom assets in them, which was like at the time when like Doom modding and stuff came into play, was like 93, 94. And it was sort of like a real mindfuck in a way to see like, oh yeah, here's custom music and like sprites and that kind of stuff. Let's see, I'll just take this. I feel like, okay, I need to check how this looks with where's my backdrop there? Oh, cursed frame. Oh yeah, the bacteria was really cool, actually, and hilarious. No, go away. I just want my eyes back like that. There. Let's see. I need my lights, thank you very much. No, not that bright. No, thank you very much. Come back. This actually turned out really nice. Yeah, it's the same pose that the Agent 8 on the Amiibo has. Hang on, let me show you. Here's like the Switch toolbox, like kind of loosely based on. Kind of wanted to do. But yeah, like I like a lot just taking like some of the in-game poses and just trying to make that roughly happen, and then just looking what I end up doing. I wonder if I had. Oh yeah, I had the lettering here still. Maybe she needs to hold something even sillier than an E-liter, like 2 of them, like dualies. Oh yeah, like this is the character is basically kind of like an accidental OC I made a year ago and kind of became my thing. It's like I needed a render for Inkopolis and then just, yeah, put this gear on there and just, you know, do like a placeholder character, and then it ended up being like its its own thing. A liter of ice cream, maybe. Where's my... One thing I never really understood how that's doable, because these are basically like I have an asset library for these, and because it imports them as instances, but like the problem being like, hey, I want to poke into that instance and kind of, and it's that's one of those silly things I've kind of had problems with, like the way I've ended up editing these instance materials is just yeah, I have a placeholder cube here that I assign the material to, and then edit that. So basically have this kind of thing if you want to edit it like that. It works. Wait, no, I don't want it that strong. Oh, hi Troy. How's your evening going? Oh yeah, I think part of it was, hang on, oh, okay, Blender, you crashed then. Luckily I saved. Here's like hang on, where is it? Going pretty fine. I'm gonna try to stop somewhat earlier today because I have to wake up in like 7 hours, and but pretty well. I'm excited for Cider. They're coming out, so that's going to be interesting to try to not pop up on the Switch like at all. I did the auto update though, so yeah. So here's like the scare the Cycles user thing, like just yeah, like that. I wonder. Oh yeah, it works. Let's see, I'll just add this and no. There, then we just add some more power to that, and like this is the scare the Cycles user is okay. We have caustics now, and well, I mean it's not really that great. So what I'm gonna do is just go to, oh, the UI is really tiny. Hang on, let me fix that like that. So what I'm just instead going to do is I'll just change to this mode here, and then maybe like that. And so yeah, so now we have kind of fast-ish caustics. But you mean diffraction? Yeah, I mean like sure. So now, you know, we can have dispersion as well, and like I'll just add this and this, and so now we have like this kind of thing happening here, which is kind of, the first time I found this was like, oh, this is nice. And it also works on wait, let me ramp up the light a little bit. There. So now it's kind of like and I mean it even works like if you can stack things on top of each other, and it'll work nicely together. And I think it works on volumetrics as well. But it's yeah, it's one of those things that's like it's kinda heavy to but yeah, this is like Caustics is one of those things that's really difficult to render like properly without it taking a long time, and there's like just because of how rendering works essentially. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll just use this as a test bed. Yeah, like I really hope like Cycles gets faster Caustics rendering, because it's such a nice thing to have when it's needed. Oh yeah, like this is my silly little gremlin that I'm currently doing, but next thing I have planned for this is basically updating my base stuff so I can do like OCs in general a little bit better. Let's see. No, I don't need the denoiser just yet. Wait, there isn't even like... just... there. Oh, did you draw Cappy? If you have a chance at some point, please show. I'm always interested in like if people end up drawing her, because it like I love seeing that. Oh yeah, please show at some point. Like I always appreciate, like especially if people take time out of their day to do something of that. It's like always like a little Christmas gift. Oh, okay. I don't know if you're on Twitter or something, then like over there, or then I'm kind of having a little break from Discord at the moment, but yeah. Or then if you need, I can give you like my email as well, and something like that. Where did I end up saving this? Oh yeah, I ended up saving it. Good. I've loved seeing people's takes on those color wheels. I was actually thinking about doing that at some point, but then that usual culprit of, oh, I have to do something else too, and I have to work. What the hell? I think this might actually be take a snip of that. Oh yeah, I'm on Blue Sky too. I'm just with a different name there, or like the one I usually have used like since a long time, which is just like the word stuff but with one F. Like STUF, not STFU. I think I'm following Chris actually, so from there at least you can you should be able to find. Let me take one of these. It's kind of funny how like the world is really tiny in the end, and like it's a shame, like the last time I went to have a beer downtown and I had to leave early and were with some friends, and the dev of Baba Is You was like coming over, but yeah, especially like in Finland, like game dev stuff especially is really like kind of everybody knows each other sort of thing. But I have to admit, like Blue Sky at least, like it seems a little bit nicer in the way, but we'll have to see like if it ends up like if there ends up coming more users to it and how that works out. But I hope like it stays. Blue Sky is essentially kind of like, well, it's by the previous devs of Twitter more or less, and I feel like it's easier to set up and use rather than like something like Mastodon, which kind of isn't really beginner friendly in the same way that Blue Sky is. But it's so far at least been really good, I think. Oh yeah, one thing that I really love with Octane that I kind of always hated to kind of have to hack into with cycles is texture switching or switching of any kind, and it's like where did I put it? There's the textures. So even though this might look a little bit like a mess, you have like a switch node which you just give a number and a number of slots, and then that number decides which slot will come out of it, instead of like yeah, like the community nodes is great, like especially when they get used. Let me actually I want to actually try out if where did I put it there? Let me actually try something out before, like I should probably start to end this. Wait, is it midnight? Is side order out yet? Let me check. Probably not until like midnight UTC, but Wait, I can check this real quick. Wait. I'm not going to like play this or anything. I just want to how fitting, communications error. Yeah, it probably isn't out until the daily reset. Oh well, we shall keep waiting. Because finally I can get this thing in game. Finally, it's been there since 1.0, but just because of the amiibo. Yeah, I'm heavily guessing that it's just like midnight UTC and then it'll release. I think I actually made like a... I don't know why I've put it into the time zone that it is in, but I made like a countdown thing for it and it shows like 5 hours. It's probably like in the morning in Japan or something like that. Oh wait, this ended up looking kinda nice. Like even though like some of the things that I end up doing, like I feel like okay, these look like are nice looking things, but then I just suddenly realize, oh, wait a minute, I like this. Like whoever, imposter syndrome. But I still need to figure out a nicer workflow for the eyes, because even though like I'm really satisfied with how the eyes have ended up looking, it's from Substance Designer, and I always have to like re-export that stuff when I start changing, and it's kind of a hassle. Oh no, we don't want an eye that small. I don't think you're the only one who gets like from color spaces, because color spaces or like color in general is kind of like its own little silly thing. One of the things I'm really satisfied about this is it's the simple act of just me putting this empty that's basically anchored between the eyes, because then whenever I pose the model, then this will always follow that, and it works great as an autofocus target. And it's just an empty object that's parented, I think, to the head. Let me see if... But I've kind of gone with the easy mode. I feel like in Octane it kind of, because of how it works, it kind of lifts that off of Blender and into itself and handles it however it ends up doing it, because usually like using commercial rendering plugins with Blender is kind of always a little bit not a second class experience, but yeah. Let me... I wanna like... Yeah, because yeah, no, back. Let me actually... I think I need to... I wanna try this. I mean, whoever uses software professionally, like Blender has survived only like on hobbyist powers. Am I right? Wait. Oh yeah, like people not giving color the attention it deserves, because it's quite a lot. Like, well, I mean, are you rendering with black and white, and then like you need to consider at some point colors, or like even with black and white? Oh yeah, PowerPoint is great for drawing. Like one project I worked at worked with. Actually, they used PowerPoint as a design tool for like layouts or user interfaces, because I mean everybody had PowerPoint and it worked well enough. And I mean PowerPoint is Turing complete also, so I mean what else do you want? Yeah, I mean there's I have to link afterwards, like there's a video about on the Turing completeness of PowerPoint, and like, yeah, I mean you can make a Turing machine that works on PowerPoint, and also Excel with cells. Yeah, and I mean like color spaces is kind of like, okay, this looks kind of correct, and like it's especially afterwards when you have gotten used to it, then it's like, yeah, like I want to do this, but like when you start off doing it, things look wrong, and then you kind of just go with it. But I feel like giving attention to color spaces was one of the like best things to do, like quality wise. Because then you like afterwards when you post process it in whatever you're using, then it, like but yeah, I think like in general, one of the things that bugs me a lot with, especially with Blender stuff, is I don't know what the correct word for it is. In Finnish we have the perfect word for this, which is vittuilu, which means kind of like being sarcastic or not really mean-spirited, but kind of like smug and like just, you know, not being really pleasant, and like it's not just restricted to Splatoon either, and people are kind of, yeah, snobbish is kind of like the closest word I would, snobbish and snarky and smug, and like it's such a, like it's put me off from so many things, because like I don't want to associate myself with this, and kind of like just giving quick remarks like that's kind of like just undermining, oh yeah, you did great, kind of like, but sarcastically, and it bugs me a lot, and like I hate it. Oh yeah, like you can do a lot of things in there. Like I think I know like which group you're talking about, and yeah, that's if it's that one, then yeah, it's one of the reasons why like it reinforced my opinions about like, if you want to help people learn, then this is not the way you do it, because it's just turning. Oh yeah. But yeah, like a lot of the times I've kind of like I don't want to be saying like don't do this, but maybe try to get like, if helping out, then maybe try to allow people to, how would I say, allow people to kind of discover it themselves, or like why you should be doing something, because it's really kind of obvious if you're used to it. Oh yeah, like I feel like it's been really nice seeing how people have developed in Blender, and like kind of the kind of focus people take in it, because like some people focus a lot of like posing and composition, and some people start doing animations, and and then there's me who start tinkering with, I need this to like be a believable in world photo kind of deal. But yeah, it's like one of the most like unfortunate things is like, especially with one of those Blender servers, was that I think for a long while it was it was closed or like invite only, and a smaller group of people, and kind of this kind of how would I say, like you can't just open it up for people and then like new people will come in and you're still kind of like stuck in the way you've been doing things. And in this case it's also like it's this kind of a little bit, to put it nicely, kind of like toxic to say the least. Oh, that's how would I say, like it's really nice hearing that, Troy, because it's kind of like a lot of the things that I've done kind of I really try to do like this kind of not entirely photographic look, but kind of how I tend to take photos or something, and kind of bring that in there. And there was one render that I did a year ago about hang on, let me see if I can find it. It was basically Cappy in her slop suit, and I kind of wanted like, hey, can I make this like it was taken with like a disposable camera or something, like this straight on flashlight, or like camera flash kind of deal. And that kind of let's see where it is. Yeah, this one. Where's my OBS? Maybe I can drag it there. Has OBS gotten better in this regard? Let's see. Yeah, this one essentially was just a few days over a year ago, because it was kind of like this kind of thing. Yeah, you're going on your first shift and kind of nervous looking kind of thing, and this kind of started the entire shtick I sort of have, which is kind of like, hey, I want to make photos that kind of, what was the correct word, diegetic, that are like believable in-world photos instead of just like a picture taken of it, if that like makes sense. Like there was another render that I did, which was this, which was kind of like the same kind of deal. And then like a lot of them sort of followed from that, where like I had like the Twitter 1,500 followers thing, which was like this kind of, oh yeah, put the camera on a tripod and like, hell yeah, let's take a photo thing. And then that kind of drove me into this, hey, I want like this, like Cappy might be like taking photos, and she like, who knows how it works or why it works. And yeah, this one was basically the idea behind it was like the Inkopolis DLC had just dropped, and was like really early out, like, hey, the first train is leaving, and kind of getting bumped into, like, because Shell is kind of a gremlin. Oh yeah, this is tracker music, but this is a Finnish guy called Byproduct who makes really good remixes, who is also like active in that scene. But like there was like I think part of I think some of my favorite things that I've still done is like these early morning things, like from Inkopolis, which kind of like I wasn't expecting it to work that well, but it kinda did, and I'm happy for it. And I think actually like one of the first renders that I did with a scene was like I think Splatsville like in the early morning, and then like Flounder Heights early morning kind of deal. I think, yeah, this, hang on, when is this from? This is from like a year and like 4 months ago, which was like, let's not think about like the sunlight can't come in like that, but then there's like these early morning shots and that kind of deal. I think it was, yeah, these really like these mood kind of things. Yeah, I mean, I've like what I've lately been doing is just basically doing using HDRIs in the photos because they end up looking so nice when you just crop it out so that it doesn't look like it's just a picture like that. I think and I kind of early on started playing with like renderers because I went from Cycles and Eevee, I went to LuxCore, which was really buggy and crashy, but it was still really good and it gave really good results. And then I kind of remembered Octane and kind of took the trial to it, and oops. Yeah, it was really like slow and kind of like you don't set a sample ceiling to it, how much you want it to render, you just say how long and that kind of deal. I feel like you could do all these kind of silly goober things with like I think this was Octane, and yeah, and like I think the greatest thing about like renderers is that you can just shove it in there. Of course, it's a ton of extra work because the shaders aren't compatible, but it's like it's definitely worth it. I wonder if, yeah, I can't really find it at the moment, but yeah, a lot of the like early morning and evening vibe things, I think there's like an old Wahoo World thing that I did like these, and it's more or less like powered by just one single track, like a 6 or 7 minute long ambient track that I just keep on loop because it's like the perfect vibe for that. This ended up working really well. I'm really happy with how this ended up working, to be honest. Yeah, this is from the same age as the first Descent. This is Let me remember, because it was a demo by Future Crew. Second Reality. And like one of the more influential like real-time graphics things from that time. I wonder if yeah, and like funny thing, like I actually, a lot of the guys who were on Future Crew, they ended up founding Bugbear, which made Flatout and Flatout 2, and I'm actually credited in Flatout 2 because I worked on it as well with video related stuff. It's one of those oh shit, like world is small kind of deals. I wonder if we can just crop those arms out and maybe. Oh yeah, this one is if the name Tyrian rings a bell, then it's a remix track from that. Now let me actually I can drop the that's the one right now. But oh shite, I think I need to start going because I have a wake up in like 6 hours and I'm kind of sleep deprived already. But getting my COVID booster tomorrow, so I hope I'm not going to stay sick for much, but at least I'll have a side order. No, I mean the original to this was actually not even General MIDI, it was for... I can't remember the hardware. But it's really banging. I mean, like the one who's remixed this, like sure as hell it's probably going to be a mod file, but they haven't released that. But yeah, hey, I'm going to have to end for tonight because I have to buzz off. But thanks a bunch for everybody to joining here, because this was a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to be doing this more now. And like in general, I've been thinking about like I feel like doing something like this, or like multiplayer games or the kind of stuff, but more focus on just having something chill or something just to keep around, like would be great. But yeah, and I'm happy I was able to do this anyway, and like I have to clear up space at home, so I've been doing that for like a week. So it's something different that I can think about in the meanwhile. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get going, but thanks to everybody who stayed along. It was really fun doing this, and definitely doing more of this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go and take a shower and then just attempt to sleep and try to drive to the other side of the city tomorrow. But yeah, hey, thanks to everybody, and I'll see you later.